Hi, I'm meteorologist Ted Keller. I wanted to bring you a quick heads up weather for the Ozarks today. There is a threat of severe storms. It is this evening, and it is primarily north of Springfield, quite a bit north actually, more towards central Missouri. You can see the map I'm displaying there. Let's dive into the details. So let's take a look at this. We have an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms. That's the orange at the top of your screen. That is right in the center of the Storm Prediction Center's categories. And so this is coverage, basically, is what they're talking about here. So, a level 3 out of 5 suggests quite a few supercell thunderstorms will occur just north of Bolivar and then, right around the area of Warsaw and around Lake of the Ozarks and up around Collins and, Osceola, that area. That's where that risk is located. Then we have, and this encompasses a good chunk of the Ozarks, this slight risk too. And then, as you can tell, by the time we get later on this evening, as the squall line descends and kind of falls apart, it looks like the risk is a little bit lower, but not out of the question. Now, if we just kind of quickly scan the tornado risk, that's at a 5% chance, 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of wherever you pick. And that's almost out of the Ozarks. That is around Hermitage and Warsaw and Osage Beach up around Clinton. The northern part of the Lake of the Ozarks is in that. Then there's a 2% risk, and then it falls off to just about nothing down here, so far at least. And I think that's probably a valid assessment. I don't think that these storms are going to maintain their steam, if you will. The main jet stream energy is going to take the most severe weather from northeast Missouri and Iowa right into Illinois and Indiana tonight, and kind of leave the Ozarks with the trailing end of it, basically, except when it first starts. Now, on the other risks, we have wind risk. There is a 30% chance of a severe wind risk in that same area, and you can see the intensity levels here. So if you just add these up, that's about 86% chance that it'll be below 74 miles per hour in this black hatched area here. So that's Bolivar gets into that. So in other words, in theory, these thunderstorms that start to descend on us from this direction here could still produce some severe wind gusts in that category until you get to about the I-44, not really, but let's call it a St. Robert to Lebanon to Bolivar to Lamar line. And then on the hail side, again, when the storms first fire and move away toward this direction, they'll be pretty good. But the severe hail risk is really pretty limited. And again, only really in effect for when those storms first start in the first couple of hours of their so-called descent into the Ozarks. Let me show you some simulated radar. This hasn't changed much from this morning's slides I put on Facebook. But at 5 o'clock, there's really not much showing on, except there might be a few storms around the very northern end of the Ozarks, again around Warsaw and around Osceola, that area. Maybe some storms out here in eastern parts of Kansas. And then we go ahead 2 more hours to 7 p.m. This is probably the height of the severe weather possibilities. So each of these could be individual supercell clusters. So there could be tornadoes in those. And there could be, certainly will be the possibility of large hail and damaging winds with those storms. So yeah, definitely the northern part of the Ozarks, early and mid this evening, need to watch out for that line. And then by 9 p.m., there's signs that these will still be going on. This looks suspiciously like an outflow boundary to me. And if that's an outflow boundary, then these storms have pretty much lost their punch for tornadoes, but still would be hail producers. If that's what this is, and sure looks like that's what it is to me. Anyway, that's a quick update. I just wanted to put it out there because I know there's a lot of interest in today because of that moderate risk of severe weather northeast of the Ozarks. I just wanted to let you know what our take on that is, what we're going to get here. If anything significant changes, I will certainly let you know.